In this video, I will be teaching you how to use split rings. Split rings are a super important part of jewelry making, and I thought, while I'm teaching you how to use split rings, why not make a bracelet in the process? So this bracelet is all about using the split rings that are given to you in the Deluxe Jewelry Making Kit. I love it. So there are super cute metal findings in this jewelry making kit, and I have just picked out a couple of them. You actually have a lot to choose from, and so if you want to make this same style of bracelet but you want to use different charms, go ahead. You be you, be creative, use your brain, use your mind, do fun things. But if you want to make this exact bracelet, then this is what you're going to need. So you're going to need your tools. Always your tools when you're making jewelry. You're going to need your round nose pliers, your long nose pliers, and your cutter tool. You're going to need, now depending on the size wrist you have, you are going to need maybe a 7-inch chain, maybe an 8-inch chain. Make sure you know the wrist size that you're making the bracelet for. Today I'm using about a 7-inch chain. Then of course I have my findings. I have these cute little round ones that have X's and crosses on them. Oh, so cute. I have these heart keys because I'm like, oh, I'm using it as this is the key to my heart kind of thing. I know, it's kind of fun, kind of quirky. I love it. And then of course I have my centerpiece, which is my gold heart with stars on it. And you're gonna have 6 split rings, 1 for each of your findings and 1 for your lobster clasp. And you only need 1 lobster clasp. So that's 6 split rings, 1 lobster clasp chain, and your metal findings. Ooh, I'm so excited. This is a really super cute bracelet. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find the middle of my chain. Now this is a 7-inch chain. I'm gonna find the middle of my chain because that is where I want my first heart to go. I want my heart to go right in the middle. So I am going to grab a split ring. Now the reason called split rings because there's a split in the middle, right? They're not completely a whole circle, there's a split. And so I'm going to take my long nose pliers and I'm going to clamp onto there. I'm going to take my round nose pliers and clamp on the other side. And I want to try to show you. So with my round nose pliers, I'm gonna push away from me, and with my long nose pliers, I'm gonna pull towards me. And so I'm going to open and make a gap in the middle of my split ring. I'm gonna take my heart pendant and I'm gonna go to the exact middle. See how I split this chain in half? And I have found my middle link. I'm going to go to my middle link and I am going to put my link on, my charm on, or your pendant, whatever you wanna call it, and I am going to close this up. So I'm going to pull them together, and you want them to touch. You want them so you cannot really tell there's a split in the middle. You want there to be no gap, because if you have a gap, then your charm will fall off and your bracelet will not be as cute. So make sure that when you're doing your split ring, you don't have a big gap, okay? No, actually, you don't have a gap at all. What am I talking about? You don't want a gap. That is horrible, okay? So, oh, it's already coming together. You could actually just put on a lobster clasp at the end of this and have a cute just 1 heart bracelet. I love it, but why not go the distance? Am I right? Am I right? And so I'm gonna count my links on this side. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I have 21. So I am going to go about 7 and then another 7. So 1, 2, so I'm gonna count the link after the heart link, because this heart is on this link. So I'm gonna count this link and I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now you're like, well, why are you counting? Because I like my stuff symmetric, and so I wanna know how many links I'm gonna go on this side to make it the same as this side. So I'm going 7 links here. I actually already have a split ring open where it's been pulled apart. I'm gonna put my key on, and I'm gonna put it on the 7th link. I'm gonna put it on the 7th link. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna use my long nose pliers and my round nose pliers, and I'm gonna pull them together. Sometimes the split rings are already pulled apart for you, like they're already open, so it's okay to use that. And I'm gonna make sure, again, there's no gap. I want it so tight together that you can't tell. And there we have, oh, so excited. So then you could either go with putting this on next or this on next. I'm gonna put this one on next because I like just going in that order. You do what you want. But I'm gonna open my split ring. So again, I'm taking my long nose pliers, my round nose pliers, and I'm pushing my round nose pliers away from me, and I'm pulling my long nose pliers towards me to make that gap. I'm gonna put my little metal finding on. Go like this, and I'm gonna count again. I'm gonna count 7 again, because I guess I like 7 today. You can do however much you want, but again, I like it symmetric, so I want to have 7 more. So I'm gonna not count the one that my key is on. I'm gonna count the next one over. So don't count this one, I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna put it on the 7th one here. Okay, and this video is all about learning how to use your split rings. So then I'm gonna put my split ring together again, and I'm gonna put it together. And if you find yourself with a gap, then pull it back apart, kind of push it towards each other, and then do it again. But you need to make sure that you are not having a gap with your split ring. So do you see this? This is gonna be such a cute bracelet. I'm so excited. So I'm going to take my split ring again. Take my long nose, my round nose, I'm gonna pull them in opposite directions. I'm gonna take my key and I'm gonna count 7. Again, not counting the one that my metal finding's on, but counting the one next to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm gonna put it on, it just popped off, and that's okay. It popped off, and for the win. Woohoo! Okay, and I am going to close up my split ring. Split rings are so great that you can use them for so many things. You use them to put clasp on, you use them to put beads on, you use them to put metal findings on. I mean, they're just a great piece to your collection to have. I usually have like a whole bunch. I usually have thousands and thousands of split rings in my collection, in my beading collection, because I just use them all the time. I just think they're amazing. And this kit, this Deluxe Jewelry Making Kit, is so great because they give you a lot of split rings, and I think that's great for any kit to have a ton of split rings. Okay, so again, I'm gonna count. I'm not gonna count the one my metal findings on. I'm gonna start counting over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm gonna put, yes, I'm gonna put, and then I'm gonna pull them together, bring my split ring together. This one wants to be a little difficult, and then your bracelet is coming. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, is this not the cutest bracelet ever? Okay, and the last step, now because we have a chain, and you have your lobster clasp that you're gonna put on the chain, this is more of an adjustable bracelet because you can put this lobster clasp on any of these links, which I love. I love adjustable stuff. And so again, you can make, this is a 7-inch bracelet, but you can make it 8, you can make it 9, well not 9, 8.5, 8, however big your wrist is, maybe 9. Go for 9 if you have a 9-inch wrist, whatever you want. You're the jewelry maker. So did my split ring. I'm gonna put my lobster clasp. I have a loop on my lobster clasp, and then I'm gonna put it at the end, the very, very end. I'm gonna put it at the very, very end, the last link on this bracelet, and I'm going to pull them together once again, making sure there's no gap. If you have a gap, then your lobster clasp will fall off, and your bracelet will be broken, and it'll be no good. And there you have your bracelet. Oh my goodness. And you're gonna put it on your wrist. I'm just gonna show you. And you can put it just like that. Do you see how cute that is? Oh my goodness. If you're gonna make an 8-inch bracelet, then you can put these further apart. You can go 10 links or 12 links depending on how big it is. But this is such a cute bracelet, and I am so excited. So thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure you watch our other videos to learn how to make more jewelry pieces. So thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.